This is the Fifth Estate, coming to you from the Fort Hall School of Government in Nairobi City and Professor Mutahi Ngunyi. Numerously now, President Ruto has wondered loudly why Kenyans are shouting, "Ruto must go." We will attempt to answer this question for him. Mzee Kibaki left us an economy worth 5.1 trillion shillings. Now, the economy has grown to 17 trillion shillings. The Ruto economy is more than 3 times bigger than the Kibaki economy. Yet, Kibaki was an economist, and Ruto is a plant scientist. But we would be intellectually dishonest to attribute the 17 trillion economy to Ruto alone. Uhuru grew the Kibaki economy from 5.1 trillion to 13 trillion. In 10 years, Uhuru grew the economy by 8 trillion shillings. Bravo. However, and according to IMF statistics, Ruto has grown the Kenyan economy by 4 trillion shillings in just 3 years. In 3 years, Ruto has achieved half of what Uhuru achieved in 10 years. One more thing. If Uhuru grew the economy by 8 trillion shillings in 10 years, and Ruto has achieved half of this in 3 years, what does it mean? Simple statistics based on IMF figures. In 10 years, Ruto will have grown the economy by 12 trillion shillings. He will then hand over a 25 trillion shilling economy. And that is why Ruto must go.
Mr. President, sir, this is why Kenyans are saying Ruto must go. Did you know that we expected you to fail? But you have refused to fail. By now, the economy should have collapsed. But each time we expect it to collapse, IMF disappoints us with figures looking up. If Kibaki left us an economy of 5.1 trillion, built over 90 years, IMF tells us that you achieved 4 trillion shillings in only 3 years. This is what the British colonizers Jomo Kenyatta, Mzee Moi and Mzee Kibaki combined achieved in 90 years. And if Uhuru grew the economy by 8 trillion shillings, projections tell us that Ruto will grow it by 12 trillion. That he will leave office having grown the economy to 25 trillion. How can Ruto, a plant scientist, multiply the Kibaki economy of 5.1 trillion 5 times? And because we expected Ruto to fail, this logic from IMF does not sit well with us. Only a Kikuyu president can build this economy to 25 trillion shillings. That is why we say Ruto must go. But there is one more thing. If Kibaki grew the economy to 5.1 trillion, Uhuru grew it to 13 trillion, we felt the impact. If Ruto has grown the economy to 17 trillion, why are we not feeling it?
The only people who have felt economic growth are Kikuyus. And now, they're not feeling it. That is why Ruto must go is a Kikuyu engineered call. If Ruto did not know this, now he knows. We have answered his question. Allow me to explain this in 2 parts. Number 1, when Kibaki grew the economy to 5.1 trillion, Kikuyus felt it. He built the Thika superhighway with 8 lanes. Then, he only built 1 road in Nairobi, the Westlands Interchange. Finished. Come Uhuru in 2013. If Kibaki built 2,000 kilometers of roads countrywide, Uhuru built 2,000 kilometers of roads in Kikuyu land only. Yes, it is a fact. The Kikuyus felt the Uhuru 13 trillion economy. Number 2. Why are we not feeling the Ruto 17 trillion economy? The answer is simple. The colonizers conditioned us to believe that if it is not good for Kikuyus, it is not good for Kenya. It's a fact of history. After 60 years of Kikuyu privilege, Ruto has diverted his 17 trillion economy to other parts of the country. He is building an 8-lane superhighway to the Luos and Luyas, and another one to Mombasani. But if this is not good for Kikuyus, it is not good for country. That is why Ruto must go.
If it is not good for Kikuyus, it is not good for country. Ruto has built the economy by 4 trillion shillings in 3 years. This is 30 times what the colonizers, Jomo, Moi and Kibaki, did in 90 years. And Ruto did it in 3 years. Fact. But if it is not good for Kikuyus, it is not good for country. Even if Ruto takes our GDP from 17 trillion to 25 trillion in 2032, which is our reading of the IMF projections, it will not be good for Kikuyus. Ruto must go. Did you know that CNN projected that by 2030, Kenya will be the leading economy in Africa? It is a fact. But what they did not know was that the man to achieve this was Ruto, not a top economist called Kibaki. What is our point here? Ruto needs to be studied, not discussed. And if Kikuyus are sensible people, Ruto is good for Kikuyus. Did you know that Jomo paid Kikuyu coffee farmers 50 cents per kg? And Moi paid 2 shillings and 50 cents per kg. Kibaki paid 20 bob and Uhuru paid 60 shillings per kg. Now, Ruto is paying Kikuyu coffee farmers 150 shillings per kg. This is 3 times what Uhuru paid, 8 times Kibaki, 70 times what Moi paid, and 300 times what Jomo paid. How is Ruto an enemy of Kikuyus?